Hey runners! Happy Wednesday. It is the last day of the month here in August. It's August 31st. And I am going to give you a little update what's been happening here with my running. Um, if you're new to the channel, my name is Pete. I'm a runner, running coach. I have a full-time job. Just talk about my runs here and love to learn about you guys. So if you like what you see, definitely hit the subscribe button down below and let's get started. So Phoenix, Arizona, it's sunny. Summers out here are hot, as you know. Yesterday we hit 111, and man, I'm just getting sick of the heat. This time of the year, when we're approaching September, we're just done with it. July, August, it's hot and it's humid. Now, granted, it's not the Midwest or the East or Southeast, but we do get humidity and it just feels god awful. Our normal highs are 104, so the runs in the morning have been a little bit tough. However, this morning's run wasn't that bad. I'll tell you a little bit more about that, but let me just give you a recap on what's been happening here lately. So I am now starting my half marathon training. It's kind of TBD as far as the place we're going to be racing at. My wife has an injury, and we're not sure if we're both going to be able to do it, so we might scratch it. But I've got a backup. My original intent was to do the Philadelphia half marathon coming up in mid-November. That's up in the air. If not, I've got a backup race, which is actually on the same day here in town. It's the Gilbert Half Marathon, which I've never done. It's a low-key half marathon race, not a ton of people, but it's a flat course, pretty fast. And I've done the 10K, and I had a great race. I ran, I believe it was like an even split for the 5K, and then the second 5K, I believe it was like identical. So, nothing fancy about the route, but pretty flat. So I've got a backup that puts me on the same date as Philadelphia. So if Philly doesn't work out, my training is, not lost. So this week is my first week for training for the half marathon. So just looking at my calendar here. I use Final Surge, by the way. I may have mentioned that before. I don't know how many of you are familiar with it, or maybe use Training Peaks or some other training program. I like Final Surge. I use it for myself. I use it for coaching. It's absolutely free if you use it for yourself. Obviously, you have to pay for coaching use. But this week, I started my 12-week training block. And I like doing 12 weeks. It's just the right mix. When I was doing more marathons and even some half marathons in the beginning, I was doing 20 weeks and then like 16 weeks. And I thought that seemed a little bit too long for me, at least. So I like the 12 weeks. You can use 16. You could use 20. Sometimes, I might use a buildup of 4 weeks, and in the end, it'll be 16 weeks. But for me, for all intents and purposes, 12 weeks is just the right mix, a good 3-month training block. So this week I started my block, and it actually began yesterday on Tuesday, and I did a 1K, 2K, 1K, 2x800, and 2x400, all at 10K race pace. Now the reason why I did that is because I've got a 10K race coming up here on September 18th. Yes, I believe it's the 18th, and down in Tucson, about an hour and a half or so from Phoenix. And it's a 10K race that I did last year, and I did pretty well. I want to say I ran like an 8:26 pace, something like 53 minutes, around there. So I wanted to just kind of get the feel of it in my legs. I put myself at, say, an 8:09, 8:10 pace on the workout yesterday. So I did the 1K, 2x800, and 2x400, all at that pace. And it felt pretty good. I didn't feel exhausted. Just had to get the pacing right there in the beginning. And on the 400s, though, I went faster. I was probably closer to like an 8-minute pace. Just a shorter distance. My body wants to go faster. That's just me not being disciplined. So I hit my splits. I went a little bit faster than I did on the 400. I felt good. And yeah, did that yesterday early in the morning. And since our track is being worked on right now, actually a new track at the high school that we normally go to about a mile or so down the street, they're getting a brand new football turf. Never had turf down there. It's been natural grass. So hopefully that gets done here sometime in September so that we can go back to the track. And then today I followed up with a 5-mile recovery run, just easy. My recovery run pace, it kind of varies. If I'm feeling really good, if it's in the winter, that could be like, faster than 10 minutes. Other times it could be like 10:45. Today was about 10:14 pace. Didn't push it. My heart rate was good. It was hot, like 88, 89 degrees, but the humidity and dew point levels were considerably lower. So you could definitely not feel the mugginess, which we've been feeling for almost 2 months. So that's a good sign. Hopefully we get these 110, 111 degrees out of the way here soon, and we can start to breathe a little bit better on our runs. So yeah, that's it. What do I have on tap? Let's see. My next run, I'm taking a rest day tomorrow. I'm starting out right now for the first couple of weeks at least. I'm going to be doing 5 running days, and then I'll start to transition to the 6 running days, because I haven't really been putting in miles over the summer. Like, been doing about 20 miles or so, sometimes 15, 18. So this week it's going to be a little bit higher, like 26 miles. And so I've got a rest day tomorrow, Thursday. Friday I've got 9 miles. It's a Labor Day weekend. I'm extending my weekend. I'm taking the day off from work. So I figured I'll take that day and do my long run. So I've got 9 miles planned out, and then I'll do an easy run Saturday. Looks like 4 or 5 miles, and then an easy run on Sunday of 3 miles. And that should complete the week for about 27-ish miles, give or take. So yeah, that's the extent of the blog. I'm curious to hear how you guys are doing with your runs. What part of the world are you watching this from? Are you currently training for anything? Perhaps you have an upcoming race. Is there a Labor Day weekend race, or is there a fall or winter race that you're training for? I'd love to hear about it. Leave your comments down below, and thanks for watching this video all the way to the end. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'm sure I'll probably post something here on Labor Day weekend, let you know how things are going. But thanks again, guys. Have a great day.